Given the other two South Park games for the PlayStation were some of the worst games of all time, I had no hopes for Chef's Luv Shack. I mean, come on, a trivia game? Who wanted that? No one. No one wanted that. And yet, after playing through it, I could say without a doubt, it's actually not that bad. Right away, the 2D style matches up with the show. Even though it's a bit rough given it's the PlayStation 1. Watching Chef sing and dance with the ladies, opening up to the game, gave me a first good impression that this might not be so bad after all. I mean, it's 2D like the show. That's already a step in the right direction. So after Chef sung his mating ritual, I chose Cartman, cause screw Randy Jr. and the stupid Jew. Sorry Kenny, but it's you or Cartman, so I went with him this time.
Those guys suck. Those guys suck. Over here. I'm the coolest. Son of a bitch.
When I realized that this was one of those game show type of games, I was expecting it to revolve around South Park. Cause you know, it's literally what the game is. But nope, sadly the questions are all random real world stuff. Most of which I had no idea are. Not to mention a lot of it involves the 90s and under, so today's generation is screwed trying to comprehend a single question.
You kids are sure to enjoy this segment. Well, you just got a whole load of nothing.
So after you answer about 3 questions, a minigame is chosen at random. These are based off of the show at least. And if you're old like I am, you no doubt recognize some of these types of minigames, like the Scuzzlebutt one. It's similar to the Game & Watch series. Another is Scheme, where you pizza and french fry to escape an avalanche. You even got Beefcake, where you gotta eat the green cans, get beefier, and bounce cans off of you to get them if you're not close enough. Yellow cans are bonus, and red ones are bad. Next up was a Donkey Kong clone, where you're Mr. Kitty trying to get Cartman's pot pies. This was really difficult, so I didn't make it far. Then another is a guessing game to find the chicken fucker before he fucks another chicken. Yeah, you remember that episode?
Thank you like a red-headed stepchild.
Depending on the length of the game chosen will determine how long things take. I chose the longest, which led me to play through 8 whole rounds with 3 questions each and 8 minigames, with 2 wheel spins. Overall, I got about 23 minutes out of the game from start to completion. Honestly, it's not that bad of a game. The load times do suck, even with emulation. But honestly, it's not that bad of a game. Out of all the PlayStation 1 era South Park games, this is probably the best one, which is strange. Chef's Luv Shack took a simple concept and rolled with it, making a decent party game with the South Park theme. If you ever see this game, give it a try.
Oh, children, we've reached the end of our game. Roy, who's our winner? Our big winner today is Eric Cartman.
At the end of the day, I do recommend this average game, which is shocking, I know, given how harsh I was towards the other 2 South Park games. But those were 3D abominations. South Park only works in 2D. Even the upcoming Snow Days game in 2024 will be a disaster because it's a fugly 3D abomination. Plus it's a shitty PvP live service, so of course it's an automatic garbage. But anyways, next up is the Xbox 360 titles, which are taking a bit longer because Xenia is a piece of shit emulator. The Guest has Crash Simulator is all it does. So until I could get to it to make it actually work, I won't be making more South Park game reviews. I wanted to tackle these in order of release after all. Anyways, that's it for this video. See y'all later.
Damn stupid what? Hey you guys, my bag. No seriously you guys. Screw you guys.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chef's Luv Shack. I'm your host, Chef.
While I have already reviewed this game for the PlayStation 1, I wanted to eventually check out every version possible for South Park, Chef's Luv Shack, not to mention the other two games as well, and see which platform had the superior version overall.
Simultaneous loving, baby. 2 or 3. Simultaneous. Woo, come on.
So far, I've found out that South Park for the PlayStation 1 is the better version than the PC one, just for the fact I don't need to use 5,000 dodgeballs to beat a single boss. Yet overall, I did prefer the PC version, just because it controlled better, performed better, looked better, and didn't break on me, unlike the PS1 version where I had to use cheat codes just to progress through the damn game.
It's awful.
As for South Park Chef's Luv Shack on the Nintendo 64, it was superior to the PlayStation 1 version. So let's go ahead and get this over with so we can move on to other kinds of games. This was developed by Acclaim Studios and published by Acclaim Entertainment back in the year 1999 for the Nintendo 64. Ugh, Acclaim.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
So, what is South Park Chef's Luv Shack? It's a party game for up to 4 local multiplayer, where players must answer various trivia from the time this game came out in.
Ooh, going the distance. This should be fun.
In between rounds, you get to play a minigame, which is randomly selected. These vary from simple and fun to total bullshit.
I think I got you on this one, so you might as well give up now, okay? Now you see that last note was incorrect, okay? You have to do it exactly like I did it, okay? Let's try it again later, okay?
Something is very wrong here.
To begin, we must select how many players are playing. This means simply pressing the A button and waiting out the timer to select our character. Obviously, we ain't playing the stupid Jew or Randy Jr., so let's go with Kenny. After this, we choose how many rounds we want to play. This determines how many trivia questions and minigames we get to play, from 2, 4, 6, or 8 rounds total.
This should be fun. South Park Cable Access welcomes you to Chef's Luv Shack. And now, won't you give it up for your host, the most eligible, edible, and ultimately unforgettable, Chef. Hello everyone, welcome to Chef's Luv Shack. I'm your host, Chef.
So we just press the A button to buzz and answer whatever question we're asked. We can pick from one of 4 options. These range from cinema, sports, South Park, and more for the categories.
Damn it, now look what happened.
After answering a few questions, we can play a minigame. These are all parodies/clones of well-known games from the time it came out in, let alone are just generic stuff. Like Whack-A-Mole. After playing, we earn points. This adds/subtracts from our current points, and in the end of the game, we tally up our points to see who the winner is during this playthrough, which of course only works if you play with others, because they didn't include AI characters. What a stupid design decision.
Welcome back, children. That was a great game.
Yeah, this one was really good. He's right. It was really, really good.
That's the joke.
You can go into the negatives with your points, so be careful so you can actually win. Thankfully, minigames can be an easy way to recover if you know what you're doing.
Hell is radio!
At least most of these categories are stylized with South Park in mind, like hippie crap. But wait, what's this?
Pick your category now, Kenny.
Oh my, that sounds like it's double down time.
With double down questions, we can bet a large amount of points in the hopes to actually get more than we have. The more points we have, the more we can bet. That is, if you can answer it correctly.
Better luck next time.
Fuck you! I ain't having that shit!
I did enjoy the minigames, as it's just asteroids with Terrence and Phillip, where the asteroids are literally asteroids. Eventually, I started to get back into the green with trivia questions and got to play another minigame in the style of Paperboy essentially. Minus the obstacles to avoid, instead you just gotta get the pizzas around the passing cars. It's pretty fun trying to time and angle things just right. Another fun minigame is the kart racing one, though you can easily get stuck on the corners of the track. Also, you need to avoid the oil slick, and also gather the cheesy poof boxes for bonus points, cause
I love cheesy poofs. You love cheesy poofs. If we didn't eat cheesy poofs, we'd be.
Another minigame was Chef shaking a can of soda, then switching cans around, forced to find the one he did shake. Does anyone else think this looks wrong?
I don't like where this is going.
Be sure you keep your eye on the one I shook.
Stop! Stop!
Go ahead. Point your finger to the one I shook up.
No. Please, lady, you don't understand.
Very good.
You ever play that dumb Simon Says electronic game back in the day? I hated that thing, especially the Bop It one. Parents hated those things as well. Here we spank the monkey.
Go to the church and ask God to forgive you.
Thankfully it's not a code word, but we actually spank a 4-butt monkey with Mr. Mackey. Okay?
Ready? Now pay attention, okay? Now let's see if you can keep up with that one, okay?
Eventually the game is over after roughly 20 minutes and we tally up our score and we win. Obviously, I mean we can't play with others as human contact is a taboo in today's day and age. Not to mention, there's no AI controlled characters.
Why?
When it comes to differences between the PS1 and the Nintendo 64 version, it's quite clear graphically and load times wise. Nintendo takes the cake while still being the same game overall, with no exclusive or cut content between each version. Which is a good thing, honestly.
They're coming right for us!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I do wish, however, we could have played all these minigames separately from the trivia portion of the game. I mean, why not offer different modes? Trivia mode and minigame mode, so we could just play whatever we're in the mood for. I never get to really play any minigames I enjoy. Plus, I refuse to replay this game several times just to get a 5-second minigame that's randomly selected. That's stupid. At the end of the day, South Park Chef's Luv Shack for the Nintendo 64 is an average game worth playing, though you should get others to play too for a better experience. Playing this kind of game alone isn't as fun, not to mention there's no AI to play against either, which is a huge design oversight.
Boy, this is neato, huh?
Anyways, eventually I'll look into the Dreamcast version, and if I can find it, the PC version as well, to see if there's any differences between these games and rank which one overall was better. Till then, that's all for this video. See you all later.
And it's gone.
Baby, you know you're the one for me.
Well, after a little break from South Park, I feel like we need to wrap up another platform of South Park games, this being the Sega Dreamcast. Sega's mixed bag of a last-ditch effort console that got crushed by the PlayStation 2.
Losers! Ah, shut up!
But enough bullying the Dreamcast for now. Today we're wrapping up the last South Park game for the Dreamcast, that being South Park, Chef's Luv Shack. Sadly, the Dreamcast only ever got 2 of the 3 games released under Acclaim, so the future compilation will be a short one. Will this version of Chef's Luv Shack be any different from PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64? Will it offer better controls, load times, or even graphics, or any exclusive content? Well, how about we stop speculating and just get into the godforsaken review already.
Sure, buddy.
The second game of the original trilogy of South Park games published by Acclaim.
Boo!
South Park, Chef's Luv Shack is a trivia game with mini-games thrown into the mix, allowing up to 4 players to play locally. Select from the 4 boys you want to play as and then answer questions, earning points along the way. You can even earn and lose points during minigames, making them your chance to gain an advantage, or to become the sore loser and dead last.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Whoever has the most points at the end of the game is the winner. With several minigames and tons of trivia questions, there's plenty of replay value to be had for quite a bit. But enough about what this game is. Let's get into setting up a game and play it already.
It's about fucking time!
Once you select how many players are going to play and either waiting out the timer or mashing the A button till it's over, you can pick from one of the 4 boys to play as. We got Cartman,
Yay!
Randy Jr., the Stupid Jew,
You're such a fat ass, Cartman. At least I'm not a stupid Jew.
and finally, the best character in the series, with Butters in second place, is Kenny.
Kenny, listen.
But since I always play as Kenny, this time I think I'll go with Cartman.
Son of a bitch!
After we choose our characters, we can then set the number of rounds with increments of 2. So 2 rounds, 4, 6, or 8 max, with 3 questions and 1 minigame per round. I suggest 4 for newcomers, as it won't take that long to play through the game and you'll get a couple of minigames. But if you got time to waste, then 8 rounds is your best bet, with it taking roughly 20 to 30 minutes to get through an 8-round game, all depending on the minigames and amount of players, of course.
Hot and heavy. Ooh, going the distance. This should be fun. South Park Cable Access welcomes you to Chef's Luv Shack, the sexiest, sultriest, most sensual game show on earth. The show where young, vivacious, uninhibited swimsuit models compete for the chance to spend a romantic weekend with our host. Due to the lack of young, vivacious, uninhibited swimsuit models, today's show will feature youngsters from South Park Elementary. And now, won't you give it up for your host, the most eligible, edible, and ultimately unforgettable, Chef.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chef's Luv Shack. I'm your host, Chef. Today, one of our lucky ladies is going to win a passion-filled weekend with me. Roy, let's meet our very lovely contestants.
You bet, Chef. Lovely lady number 1 is Eric Cartman. A 3rd grader at South Park Elementary, Eric one day hopes to run the Legion of Doom.
Roy, why the hell can't we ever get lovely ladies?
Sorry, Chef. The cheerleading squad had practice today.
All right. Come on, children. Here we go.
Every round consists of 3 questions. You can pick one of 3 categories. Upon having the question asked, you can buzz in and guess the answer.
That one.
Damn, boy. What in the...
If you get it right, you earn 500 points. If you get it wrong, though, you lose 500 points.
4,000, load you with carbs and...
There.
Oh, maybe some other time.
All right, let's jump straight into a gameplay round.
After 3 questions, you'll go into the minigames. But for now, let's talk about the trivia shit.
Oh boy, here we go.
Aliens, assholes, and anal probes. Gay cowboy stuff. My fart will go on. Sticky situations. Whore as well. Move it, Pops, I'm an American. Hippie crap. And more. These categories are all full of all kinds of stuff about the show's first 3 seasons that were out at the time and various other pop culture throughout the 80s and 90s. Such as which Foreigner album will tell us what love is.
We're back. What category will it be, Eric?
There.
Hey, Chef, we want to know what love is. Which Foreigner album will tell us?
That one.
Damn, boy.
Who was the director of The Night of the Living Dead? Oh, I know this one for sure, given I grew up as a zombie fanatic with Resident Evil 2 being my first rated M video game at the age of 5.
What category will it be, Eric?
That.
He brought us the man-eating zombies of Night of the Living Dead.
I think it's that one.
Get down.
Alright, get down.
The trivia can be easy or difficult depending on your knowledge of movies, music, folklore, and more.
Man, oh man, that was very exciting. Pick your category now, Kenny. Colorado natives drive to Nebraska all the time. On average, however, more folks come from these 2 states. Too bad.
Every now and then, during the trivia portion of the game, you will get a double down moment. During this, you can bet a set amount of points to get or lose for the question about to be asked. The amount you can bet will vary depending on your current point to count.
Question.
Blame it on shenanigans. Milli Vanilli lip-synced their way to a Grammy on this late 80s album.
This can be a way to get some bonus points to get ahead if you're playing against other people, since if you're playing alone, even with negative points, you will still win the game.
Mostly.
The last thing that can occur during the trivia portion is the Wheel of Fortuitousness. Yeah, it's not an easy word to say.
You kids are sure to enjoy this special round. Spin the Wheel of Fortuitousness to win some fabulous prizes. Or not.
Well, you just got a whole load of nothing.
You tap the A button and hope you get something good on the wheel.
Wheel of Fortuitousness. You kids are sure to enjoy this. All right, let's jump straight into a gameplay round.
But it wasn't until I played again I realized an issue. You see, it says tap the A button. It doesn't say keep tapping the A button. That's what you're supposed to do, is build up momentum in order to hopefully land on a better spot.
Oh, fart. Holy fog-a-lot.
Congratulations, children. You won. Nothing.
God damn it!
After every 3 questions in each round, a minigame is randomly selected to be played. These range from single player to 2-player or even 4-player exclusive. There's a total of 20 minigames to play. Sadly, you cannot choose which one to play. Instead, much like Mario Party, it's a random selection, with 3 being exclusive to Cartman only. Yes, there's 3 whole minigames only available to the player controlling Cartman.
Awesome. Yes.
These are Bad Kitty, Beefcake, and Rodeo, with Bad Kitty being the worst offender since you cannot jump over the dodgeballs, because balls bounce, and if you jump, the ball hits you, but if you don't, the ball hits you. You cannot ever win this minigame. It just fucking sucks.
Anyway, big such a dodo. Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
There's 8 minigames that are 1 player only. So if you play alone, these are going to appear quite often, or even during multiplayer. These are Asses in Space, which can be played with another player, but also single player as well. Bad Kitty, Beefcake, Chicken Lover, Pizza Patrol, Rodeo, Soda Shake, and Spank the Monkey.
Now remember what I told you, okay? Go ahead and spank the monkey like I told you, okay?
Since I have no friends to play this game with, I cannot show you the 2 other minigames that are 2-player and 4-player exclusive.
But that's stupid.
These are Roundup and Tug of War, so instead I want to cover the 13 minigames I did get to play during my 2 playthroughs.
What? That's stupid.
Now, since this review is already getting a little lengthy, I'll try to keep each minigame description brief.
Right here, buddy.
First one is called Asses in Space, which is Terrence and Phillip themed. Clone of Asteroids, a classic arcade game back in the day. In fact, most of the minigames are based on older style arcade games, computer games, and Atari games. Asses in Space is simple fun, and I did enjoy it. Blasting asteroids in a fart rocket while trying to dodge speeding butt rocks. This game also gives you 3 chances, so even if you die, you can keep playing for a bit, unlike most of these mini games where it's a one-hit game over affair.
Gay, totally gay.
Avalanche has you skiing to avoid the oncoming avalanche started by Jimbo.
My God, it's coming right for us.
Just try to dodge any obstacles, grab cheesy poofs, and make it to the bottom. If you get too close, the avalanche will claim you and it's game over. Bad Kitty is themed after Donkey Kong, back before Mario was Mario and Princess Peach never existed.
Blasphemy!
Like I said earlier, this minigame is near impossible as you cannot jump and climb the shorter ladders and have to take the longer route while dodging bouncing dodgeballs. The hitboxes are just terrible and I can never win. Also, 3 hits and it's game over.
Lame, yes.
Beefcake has you dodging red cans of beefcake, collecting the green ones to get beefier, and grabbing the yellow ones for bonus points. Once you get beefy enough, you can bounce the cans around. This way you can avoid losing out on any can if you're not fast enough.
Are you tired of seeing the other guys get all the chicks? Say it with me! Big gay!
Big gay!
Big gay!
Big gay!
Big gay!
Big gay!
Bees at the Picnic is Galaga or Buzz Bombers if you had an Intellivision.
We are so old.
Just shoot all of the bugs and try not to get hit. 1 hit and it's game over. No second chances. God, I hate that concept.
Get these bugs away from me!
Chicken Lover has you trying to remember which bush he's hiding in as it spins around forever. Then you need to pick the right one or watch him fuck a chicken.
I'm gonna spank you like a red-headed stepchild.
God damn it.
Go-karts is one of my favorite minigames that I got to play again. This was fun on the Nintendo 64, and it's still fun here. This has you racing 3 laps around a track, dodging an oil puddle that will spin you out, hitting the boost arrow for speed increase, and grabbing cheesy poofs for bonus points. Anyone old enough to know what game Go-karts is based off of? If so, let me know below. Moving on, we got Rodeo, the last Carbon exclusive minigame. Here, you have to match the arrow input within an ever-increasingly short time frame. If you fail, you will get tossed.
Right. Damn stupid what? Hey, you guys, my back. No, seriously, you guys. Screw you guys.
Scuzzlebutt is based off of Fire from the Nintendo Game & Watch series. You just bounce water balloons of different sizes to the tree on fire and try to avoid bowling balls that will temporarily disable you. Your goal is to put out the fire, but I can never do that.
It burns!
Snow Fort sounded awesome, and I was pissed I never got this minigame on the PS1 or N64 versions during those reviews earlier in the year, but my excitement quickly diminished once I saw what it really was. You ever play Warlords? No? Good. Don't.
Damn it! This sucks. Do you guys? Bastard! You suck!
Soda Shake is a single-player only game where you need to guess which can Chef shook. This one is easier than Chicken Lover, and in the end, Chef will spray his sticky stuff all over your adolescent face.
I want to stick my balls inside your rectum, Kyle. Now let's see if you can guess which can is the one that's all shook up. Good job, boy!
Spank the Monkey is Simon Says with a 4-button monkey from Dr. Mephisto's lab. This minigame is played by one person with Mr. Mackey. Okay.
Like I told you, okay?
Yeah, nothing like spanking the money with the school counselor. Okay.
Now you see that last note was incorrect, okay? You have to do it exactly like I did it, okay? Let's try it again later, okay?
Finally, the last minigame I played was Whack a Zombie, or Whack-A-Mole if you ever played the arcade machines as a kid in any arcade or themed restaurant like Chuck E. Cheese or Huckleberry Junction for my fellow Michiganders out there. Whack the zombie animals for points, and avoid hitting the alive ones that will cost you points. Once the timer runs out, you tally up your score. In the end, once you complete all rounds of 2, 4, 6, or 8, the points are totaled with whoever having the most winning. Then the credits roll and that's it. Now back to the company logos, game intro, and main menu. Yep, there's no real replay value or options. You can only play one single mode.
Do you realize how retarded that sounds?
I might as well mention the differences between each console port, though the Dreamcast and Nintendo 64 version are very similar, with PlayStation 1 being the worst offender.
Which was the style at the time?
If you had a PS1, you had the worst version. The game looks, runs, and loads horribly. Plus, it's only 2-player without an adapter. Nintendo 64 has slightly better graphics, performance, and load times with 4-player native controller support. Meanwhile, Dreamcast has the 4-controller support with even better graphics, better performance, and better load times over the Nintendo 64 version. Basically, of all 3 console ports, if you want to play this game, it should be on the Dreamcast for the best results.
Okay.
I did try very hard to find the PC version, but sadly no one has it, let alone a working version for Windows 10, so I cannot play it even if I tried. So I'll be skipping on that one.
Ha! What a dumbass!
One thing that sucks is you cannot play against any AI characters. This means unless you have another person or 2 to play with you, you can only experience some of the game and will always win in the end. I hate this idea as no AI opponents makes no sense. I'm sure glad they didn't do this in South Park Rally. That would have completely ruined that game even more. But whatever, it's still a playable fun little game. But man, Chef's Luv Shack needed AI for those who play alone, let alone are trying to play a nearly 30-year-old game.
Pathetic.
There's no other options in the game outside of the main game. There's not even an options menu. So what if you only wanted to play the minigames? You can't.
Ah, shit!
Yep. If you just wanted to go to minigame land, like in Mario Party, you cannot. If you wanted to just experience your favorite minigame again, well, you better hope it appears in the list that randomly selects which minigame you will play in the main game. So set the round limit to 8 and be ready for hell, just to hopefully experience the minigame you want to play within a 30-minute playthrough. At the end of the day, South Park Chef's Luv Shack for Sega Dreamcast is an average game well worth playing, but more so if you can get people together to play it, since there's no AI-controlled stupid Jews to play against. It does suck we can't just play the minigames separately, though the game does look the best of the 3 console ports and runs the best. Plus, load times are the fastest. I say it's the best of the Acclaim trilogy of games. South Park the video game is a terrible first-person shooter. South Park Rally is a terrible Mario Kart clone with tons of issues. But if you had to play it, I'd still recommend it on Dreamcast.
Go back here!
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
South Park Chef's Luv Shack is a painfully average trivia game with minigames attached to it. It's not a Mario Party clone per se, though it's close to it. In all actuality, I feel like a Mario Party clone would have been the better route, since they'd have to let us play against AI and play the minigames collection outside of the main game.
Alright, enough already!
To which would have been a lot more fun. Oh well, maybe one day we can get something like that. I'd rather have a South Park Mario Party clone than another Phone Destroyer or Snow the Day. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, okay, fine. I just...
Well, that wraps up all of the South Park games on Sega Dreamcast. Strange, there was never a port of the first game on here. It could have worked since the damn thing was on Nintendo 64 with a single analog stick. Oh well, time to do another future compilation and move on to other projects.
Jesus Christ! Finally!
Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
Join us next time when we'll play Chef's Luv Shack with 4 bodacious swimsuit models.
Really? You mean it?
Sure, Chef. Sure.
I'm sure glad that's over with.